Good morning, 8th standard students. Today we are going to discuss about the chapter number 8, that is electricity. First of all, we want to know about the electricity. What is electricity and what is our aim of this chapter? Our aim of this chapter is the children will develop the ability to estimate the consumption of electricity, how we have to use, how we have to consume, we have to conserve the electricity by knowing the power rating of the appliance uses. Sometimes we are not aware about the electricity, we just put on the switch on the fan, TV and other things by using all the without any useful things. We put on the TV, we put on the LED, that is not, we are not watching, but it is working. So that is where consumption of electricity is there. One thing I want to clear, students, side by before starting the topic, I want to clear, in between this video, I am going to explain you all the answers. I want to explain all the answers as well as the blanks and true false. I have put one slide also in this video. So you have to watch this video very carefully. So in between, not at the end, not at the first, in between I have fixed one slide for you, that is the answer, and in between I am going to explain the answers of this chapter also. So because this chapter answers are too long, and it is so many answers are there, so questions are there, so I am going to explain that answers too also in between the video. So watch the video carefully, and full video you have content you have to watch, then only you will able to solve the answers. First of all, that to know the understand the need of importance of taking certain precautions. Sometimes we are not aware about we used to wet the hand and just put in the plug and to on switch on the bulb. Then we feel a current, shock current. Then the hazards are there. So using safety devices to protect themselves and others against the electrical hazards. So first is, what is current? Electricity. What is electric current? So electric current is the rate of flow of electron in a conductor. That is, electric current is defined as the amount of electric charge flowing in through the conductor per unit time. Charges are flowing, how much charges are flowing within the time that is produced, constitute the current. So electric current is defined as the amount of electric charges flowing through the conductor per unit time. That is the rate of flow of charges through the conductor. So electric current is denoted by I. So current is denoted by I. So I, and its formula is I is equal to Q upon T. What is Q here? Q is the charge upon time. So current is equal to charge upon, that is how much charges is flow. Rate of flow of charge within the time that is through a conductor is called as current. So electrons are passing through it. So sometime the board has asked what is the charge on the electron. One electron is equal to how much? It is 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 is the charge. So Q is equal to Ne. What is N? Number of electron passed, that is charge. So we are having three types of current are there. Types of current. First is steady direct current, that is DC. So from where we get the DC current? From the cell, from the battery, from the cell battery, because its magnitude and direction we cannot change. So its magnitude and direction do not change with time, that is called as steady direct current. Next one is varying direct current. Varying means change. Its magnitude changes with time and polarity remain same. So third one is a AC current, which we get in our home. AC current, that is which comes from the electricity board. Its mean its magnitude change. What is the meaning of magnitude here? Magnitude we are using. Magnitude means effect. How much effect of current is there that change with time, and polarity versus. What is polarity? Polarity means poles, that is positive and negative. Sometimes we used to in the on the cell it is written positive and negative is there, that is positive polarity and negative polarity, that is called as polarity. Poles are the polarity. So magnitude means effect, how much effect of current is there, what is the effect of charges on that at particular area is there. So magnitude change with time and polarity reverses periodically, that is called as alternating current. So direct current, that means definition of direct current is its magnitude and direction do not change with time, that is the graph, from the graph you come to know that it is going parallel to the current. V, what is V, that is potential difference, is going parallel. So in the alternating current it is going up and down. Okay, so that is in the trough. So alternating current we are having that is alternating current. So what is alternating current, that is electric current said to be alternating if the magnitude change with the time and polarity reverses periodically, up and down with changes periodically, so after regular interval of time, that is called as alternating current. So next topic we are having a electric energy. So electric energy, what is electric energy? So the work done by a source, how much the source has done the work to maintain the current in a electric circuit, that is called as electric energy, or maintain the electrical energy in a known as electric current. So its current is SI electric energy, SI unit is joule, its SI unit is joule, and formula we are having W is equal to VIT. What is V? Potential difference multiplied by current multiplied by time. So from the Ohm's law we need the formula, that is V is equal to IR. What is I? Current into what is R? That is the resistance. V is potential difference. This formula is also known as the Ohm's law formula. Ohm's law. So next we are having a electric power. Electric power, what is electric power? It can be defined as the rate of doing electrical work, how much what time we are doing the electric work, that is called as electric power. Rate of doing means that how much the work has done by the charges or current is called as the electric power. So power is equal to energy produced upon time divided by time. So energy is equal to I square RT. By using this formula we can solve the numericals also. So power is equal to I square RT upon time. So power we can, if we put this value value in I square R, then we will having a P is equal to V into I. So SI unit of electrical power is watt. So next we are the important topic we are having a BOT. So students, this is your 17th answer. 17th answer, that is BOT. Okay, 17th answer is BOT. So it is a commercial unit as Board of Trade. This is your answer. You can write this answer as a 17th answer. So what is BOT? Is the commercial unit of Board of Trade of electrical energy is kWh, that is kilowatt hour. Kilowatt hour is this. So numericals in between that also you have to solve it on your fair copy. So next is difference between the electrical. Now you must know that what is the difference between the electrical energy and electrical power. Electrical energy, the work or work done or energy supplied by the source in maintaining the flow of electric current is called as electric energy. It appears in the form of heat. Formula we are having, that is I square RT, that is the electrical energy, whereas electrical power is the time rate at which the electrical energy is consumed or dissipated by an electrical device is called as electrical power. That is P is equal to VI is equal to V square R. Then second difference is it is equal to electrical energy is equal to product of power into time, whereas that is electrical power is rate of doing work by the energy sources. The SI unit of electrical energy, you know energy, that is energy always it is if we using the energy, then its SI unit is joule, whereas the power SI unit is watt. So for the same applied power is inversely proportional to resistance. So next we are having a combination, how the electricity pass. There's in the higher classes you will come to know that two types of combinations are there. One is series and one is parallel combination. But in the 8th standard we are having only one combination, that is parallel combination. So what is the advantage of this parallel combination? I will explain you that the parallel combination, the resistance will become less. In the series combination, the resistance will flow more. And second thing is, in the series combination, if one of the appliance will be fused, or suppose if one bulb in between that is fused, rest of the bulb will not work out. Or if one of the fan is having some problem or faulty, then rest of the, after that, what all the fans are there, that also will not be work. In the, if it is attached in the series. Now the parallel combination is, if they are attached in the, now at home the wiring which we are doing which we have done, that is a parallel combination, because if one bulb is fused, rest all are working, and if one fan is fused, all are working. That is, there is no problem. Okay, that is the advantage of parallel. And second, the main advantage of this parallel combination is the resistance is too low, because we are having a formula 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2, 1 upon R3 and so on. How many R? What is R? That is the resistance. That is the resistance. So next topic we are having a heating effect of current electricity. First of all, what is heating effect of electric current? That if we are doing more work, physically, if we are doing more work, then we feel a warmthness, we feel a warm, then that means our blood is working more against the work. Our blood is doing more work against that particular work. If we do some heavy work or heavy load which we carry, then we need to remove this our clothes. Then we will not feel any cold. Are you clear my point? So that means heating effect, same way the current, when the charges flow in between the wires, they have to work done by them against the work, against the charges. That is called as, they feel heating effect. When electric current pass through a conductor is called as heating effect. How there? Because free electrons are there. They are supposed to accelerate. When they are supposed to do work, they are supposed to accelerate. Accelerated means they are supposed to move. They are supposed to get a kinetic energy or move during that time. Then when they move, they collide with each other. They collide with each other with the ions and atoms. They collide with the ions and atoms. So in the opposite direction to the electric field. Electric field is moving this direction. Ions are moving in this direction, so they will collide with each other. When they collide with each other, then in addition of their own kinetic energy, the number of collision between the free electrons and the ions in the lattice increase. Then their speed will be increase or decrease. More work has to be done to carry the free electrons. So from one end to another end. So this work is converted. This work, when they collide with each other, they have to do more work to bring the free electron from one end to conductor to the other end. Then the work done is converted into heat energy of the kinetic of the conductor. So it works on the Joule's law. It works on the Joule's law. That is heat. What is Joule's law? That is Joule's law. So heating effect is there of current. The process of heating conductor when electric current pass through the conductor, it work on the Joule's law. That is I square RT. What is I? I is the current square multiplied by resistance. How much resistance they face, then multiply by time. So Joule's law is the heat produced in a given conductor depend upon the square of the current. Square of the current means I square of the current flowing through it. Resistance of the conductor, what is R? That is resistance, and the time for which the current flowing through it. This is the definition of the Joule's law of the heating effect. So what are the applications of heating heating current. First application we are having this iron we used to iron our clothes, so its effect also in the heating effect. Then heater we are having, heater that is also working on the current. When current electricity pass through it, then that the rod will become heat up, that is the heating effect. Then carbon arc of the light film projector or arc of the welding, when they used to do the welding, then the arc is coming out, that is also the heating effect. So next, energy meter we are having. We are used to do the energy. The last topic in this part is energy meter. So we consume the electricity. We all are consuming the electricity. From where we come to know that how much electricity we have consumed? Every 2 months we are paying the bill to the electricity board. From where they get the consumption? So from the energy meter we come to know this energy meter. We come to know the how much electricity we have consumed. What is this? This is the 23rd answer. This is your 23rd answer. Mark it, energy meter from second line, that from the energy, where is it is written, you have to start in energy meter. Connections are made to the distribution board through the main fuse and the main switch. The energy meter is a kWh meter, that is kilowatt hour meter. It measures the energy consumed by a consumer. How much energy we have consumed, that is measured by the energy meter, for which he has, that the customer has to pay to the electricity board. When next you have to mark this also. When electrical appliance is switched on and the electric current flow through the meter, so this is the part of the energy meter. So up to here you have to find out the answers and questions, so which I have explained over here. Next part I will explain the blanks and other things too. Thank you.